man rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put in the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the New York Giants. And he won't return this. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. On second and 15 now. Mayfield. Oh, he goes up top. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. And not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Jones now. Off play action. Looking for Shepard deep. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now third down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Jones. They set up the screen to Chubb. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Mayfield looks to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The extra point up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Mac Wilson able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Throwing on second and long. Jones, and he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. 7 yards on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long.
Undercrunch. You draw Corkers.
Here's Jones throwing on third and long. And that is incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. Jarvis Landry, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Mark that down as a punt return of 78 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. Point after, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after... see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by Von Bell. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Caught an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another 1st down, almost back to the drawing board.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now Mayfield. Flush to his right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal.
Run. Hey, alert 33. Mayfield
now. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 13 yards out. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker. Sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdown.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Kareem Hunt, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat. It's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Gets fielded in the end zone. And now running right through him. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Myles Garrett, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Ready?
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own. That could have been trouble. The Browns drive about to get started. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, 88 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Double dog. That's the way. Shift.
A first throw here for the backup Taylor. Being chased out left. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. The Giants on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Taylor on third down throws incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
Here's Matt Bosher now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Drive about to get started. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Now Hunt, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his left. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. The extra point up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Mike, number 50. 53. Yeah, that's what I do. Mike, 53.
Now Taylor on first down. That's into the hands of the tight end, Ellison. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
51 to Mike. Tackles. Mike, 51.
Now it's Taylor. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49. 9-yard line.
First and 10 at the 49.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! 20!
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hurry! Hey, alert, alert! Alert, alert!
Throwing, Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Curtis Samuel with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys continue to pour it on. A PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you.
Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And Zerline's kick is good. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did.
Like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Get that quarterback at all costs.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Get it.
Jones throwing again. It's hauled in by Shepard. 15 yards on the play. First down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard
Hey,
line.
high 7.
51's the mic, boys. 51. And we're pretty quiet, team. We're pretty
Throwing Jones. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Come on. Greystone, travel.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to score.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, it looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. On the run, this is Hunt. Oh, some strong running. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Hey, we're 33. Point it right.
Mayfield on 1st down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 27 yards. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point up and through. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Back to throw. Jones. That one caught by Ellison.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Ready?
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Jones. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down. Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes us forward for about 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The first down carry here for Johnson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. That's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
15 yards on the play, first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the screen. Hey, watch it.
Here's Hunt. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. To throw, Mayfield gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
King! 180! You better be afraid of me! Recon, 132 fighter! Check three!
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And oh, what a catch that time by Landry. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
The last week was commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. From 17 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on. The point after is good. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
44's the mic. 44's mic. Check. I don't think you got it, son.
Jones now operating from the gun, escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. He'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. Powering his way forward. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot, not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. Back to throw. Jones. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Myles Garrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Throwing on second and long. Jones. It's complete to Hopkins. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. That's just his second catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Looking to throw. Jones. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Myles Garrett, and that will force a turnover on downs.
180. Check 52 to Mike. Here we go, G.
They'll run on first down. It's Hunt. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt. 38 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. No problem there on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll elect not to turn this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points up. They've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down,
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. From just shy of midfield, Taylor looking deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. The Giants on third down, as bad as you can be, 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Steps away to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
They're going on fourth down. It's Taylor. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Brian Burns, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Alert, 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 alert.
They'll run. This is Hunt. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Go, go, go. He's coming.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step quarter. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Focus, defense, focus. Check, 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 check.
Now it's Hunt. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the... This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. They go play action now. Taylor. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Greedy Williams picks it off. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. On 1st down, Hunt. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you'd love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule, trying to get 4 downs on 1st down, they did that plus 3.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Johnson with a burst, a 1st down and more. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Set, 180. Quit talking about it and bring it.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Let's get it. 60 Pittsburgh. I know he ain't got it. Let's go.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Browns, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss, and they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Along